Kevin Beardmore, but we'll wait for the identification. Yes, it was Kevin Beardmore. George Fairbairn for the second time so far in this match, dropping the ball, and it's Kevin Beardmore who goes over.
Well, this is a beautiful ball, and then it comes on Johnson. That's a lovely chip over the top. Bounce. George Fairbairn should have had this. George Fairbairn, an ex-Great Britain full-backer, and that was one bad mistake by George.
There's the Beardmore twins in action. Kevin the try, Robert the goal. 6-0.
We'll rejoin the match 10 minutes later. Rovers still out of sorts.
Castleford hungry for the ball at the moment. Nigel Wilson, beautiful ball to Robert Beardmore. And he lost the ball, got caught high then, but play on, says the referee. He looks as Robert Beardmore got a clout on the cheek. He's certainly hurt. Play goes on.
And unfortunately, Bobby Beardmore had to leave the field with a trapped nerve in his arm, but that didn't affect Castleford.
8 yards from the Rovers line. Castleford leading 6-0, looking for another try. That's England. Well, rather caught in two minds there. Didn't know whether to go or to pass. Ended up not quite doing either, but still the momentum is with Castleford. There's the long one fired out. Oh, that's a loose ball and well, not a knock on. That's Barry Higgins. And there's Kevin Beardmore for his second try.
Well, this came again. This again came from Johnson. Johnson's having a wonderful game. You see the way he came in, took both those men on, gave a beautiful short ball, then inside to Beardmore, and Beardmore strode onto that magnificently. That was a wonderful try.
Dave Brookley taking it. Robert Beardmore, of course, has been taken off injured, so Dave Brookley is taking the kick. It's a good one. 12-0.
So Castleford well on top, but as the first half progressed, Rovers started to get going.
From Emma. Ooh, what a strong big fall. Now chance for a break, but what a timely ankle tap by Rookie. But it's still going forward, and a penalty to Rovers on the 25, an off-the-ball incident, and George Fairbairn is, I think he's going to have a kick at goal to try to get Rovers on the board. Some of the Rovers fans, and there are a lot here tonight, think that they ought to go for a try from that position, but I think that Rovers are thinking that let's get something on the board. It's a good one. Exultant roar from the Rovers fans.
So with Hull KR gaining some composure, and with 5 minutes left at half-time, they were again deep in Castleford's half.
Barry Higgins fed the Castleford second row, so a penalty now. Surely Rovers will run it. It's a kickable penalty, but they're having a discussion among themselves. Dave Watkinson, he says George is going to kick it go. Dave Watkinson thinking if we make it 12-4 at half-time, they can go for more points in the second half. Fairbairn kicks. Lands it, 12-4. So I think Dave Watkinson decided it was a kick at goal, and it's 12-4.
Well, Keith, some you win, some you lose. I lost that one.
3 minutes before half-time, Rovers have pulled back from 12-0 to 12-4. On the Rovers 25. Another hammering run by this big New Zealander, Mark Broadhurst. Gordon Smith, Mike Smith, a gentle little kick. Oh, what? Oh, heavens above. Yes, Gordon Smith. Fairbairn was after it. Gordon Smith was after it. Now Rovers beginning to feel their pace, beginning to feel their power. David Hall, what a good inside ball to Miller. And Gordon Smith, Hogan slips out of one tackle, he's got Robinson with him. Robinson inside to Bruce Miller. Can the big Australian make it? He's a foot away. Oh, the ball slipped through his legs, and Castleford have possession. Rovers miss a gilt-edged chance. Wilson thumping his way out of trouble as we approach half-time, but Rovers close to a score then. Connell. Having been more. Having been once a glutton for work in this first half. This is the sixth. It's a kick. Darren Cohen putting it into the Rovers half. 1 minute remaining. George Fairbairn goes from fullback. Watkinson acting half back. Gordon Smith, a lovely short ball. Prone. Gary Prone running strongly up to 25. Rovers looking for a try just before half-time. And another penalty. Well, will the decision be to let George Fairbairn have his third kick at goal from this position? He's already banged over two from roughly there or thereabouts. But for the moment, it's Fairbairn coming to take his third successive penalty. Indeed, Castleford have given away 4 penalties in the last 5 minutes. Yes, George can't miss him tonight. Oh, Vince, you're having a go at him early on. He's come good now, hasn't he?
George is a good pro.
And it's on the stroke of half-time. Right on the hooter. Half-time, Castleford 12, Hulkingston Rovers 6.
And Castleford losing the initiative they grasped so convincingly early on. Rovers giving away more careless penalties, nothing really in the scrums. And Rovers gaining much more possession towards the end of the half, although the statistics prove that Castleford had overall superiority. Well, the news on Bobby Beardmore isn't good. He won't be back. A trapped nerve, as I said, and he's also got concussion. But at least brother Kevin is doing the work of 2 men out there. He's got a couple of tries, and he's also made 14 tackles, which is more than anyone else on the Castleford side. Should be quite a second half.
There is a credit card that is welcomed in over 200,000 shops, garages, hotels, restaurants, railway stations and banks in this country, and over 4 million worldwide. A card that is used thousands of times, every hour, every day of every week, making it more widely accepted than any charge card in the world. A card that is backed by one of Britain's leading personal banking groups. That card is Trust Card. No matter who you bank with, Trust Card. It's all you need.
Smooth and creamy, galaxy, dream a little, smooth your day, let the world about you melt away. Smooth and creamy, galaxy, the smoothest part of the day.
Suppose you took a plane and made the legroom bigger and made the seats wider so you could spread yourself a bit. Then made the aisles wider so you could go for a stroll and put some proper tables in so you had more space to do some work or have a meal. Then made the windows bigger The result would look a bit like this. Your 7:30 to London. Nicer than your 7:47, we think. Intercity. We're getting there.
In Bass and Stones locals all over the north, all sorts of people gather to enjoy our rather special party nights that have so many attractions. While the star of this games night has discovered a rather special barmaid, we make everyone welcome at a Bass and Stones local.
What do you need from a parcels carrier? You need speed and reliability. You need delivery to any address in Britain, and to pay only for the weight you send, no matter how remote the address. You need to be able to send heavy parcels. You need a point of contact in every town in the UK. You need the confident support of advanced technology. And many businesses need collection from their premises, and to be able to pay by account. Only one carrier can do all this for you, with huge resources and a lifetime of experience. Royal Mail Parcels. Test our strength.
Welcome back. In a second half that'll examine all the professional qualities that Hull Kingston Rovers are renowned for. They're 6 points adrift at the moment, and Castleford have been playing really well. We join the second half with 2 minutes gone.
Hall Broadhurst had a storming first half. Good ball to Gavin Miller. Nice short ball. Mike Smith still running elusively. Roger Millwood obviously had a word or two to say at half-time, because Rovers really moving this now. They're over the 25. Robinson. Gordon Smith. Dave Hall, a dummy. Oh, and he was caught high. He got a clout on the side of the jaw then. And that's going to be another penalty which George Fairbairn can kick.
He come across this to Hall, David Hall, who's playing exceptionally well. But really and truly, I don't think that was as bad as it looked. I mean, he came inside him, and you do have a reflex action when people come inside you like that. Obviously, he's got to penalise him for it, but my way of thinking, I thought it was a little harsh.
Well, the man who gave that away is Barry Higgins, who came on for Robert Beardmore, who at the moment is in hospital having his arm x-rayed. And George Fairbairn about to kick at goal. He's landed 3 out of 3 penalties. Fairbairn, and if he lands this, Rovers will have hauled their way back from 12-0 and being outplayed to 12-8 and very much in contention. He's done it again. 4 out of 4 for George Fairbairn, makes it 12-8. Castleford have started the second half the way they ended the first, with another costly penalty. Sigsworth kicks off. What a tremendous break. Fairbairn storming out of defence. Watkinson, Gordon Smith. Rovers now, having got within 4 points of Cass, beginning to open up. Miller Hall, a lovely long ball to Robinson. Good, strong centres run. Not quite in touch, three of them got Robinson down. Now Rovers fanning out, widening it, again the long ball, Miller. Hogan running straight and hard, gets it out, Gordon Smith, what a move! Prome inside, Gary Prome, and in from the wing comes Blanche, knocked, and a penalty. Gary Prome was held, says Mr. Walker.
That was really silly play then by Prome. I mean, they did Castleford at the Mersey. All they had to do then was just settle down and there's a try there for the taking. This was a beautiful move. The man that made all this possible was Hall. It's a tremendous ball of Hall. He gave to Hogan. Hogan, of course, a great pass as he's going down, and that wants some doing. This is great football. Terrific football. Steps inside him, and then this is where they made the mistake. This is good tackling. He takes him round the head. Some bloke will say that that's not a good tackle, but to me it's an effective tackle because it stops you delivering the ball.
Well, Mr. Walker certainly not endearing himself to the Hull Kingston Rovers fans tonight. Nigel Wilson getting it out. Rookley. Ward, what a strong run. Then he was looking for someone to pass it to. Cohen. Castleford coming back. We've not seen much of them. Johnson in this second half. Kevin Beardmore. They started the first half like a house on fire. Cohen. Higgins driving straight for the post. Johnson, another dent, looking to pass it, gets it out. He's disallowed that for forward pass.
Oh, that was unfortunate. But isn't this man Johnson the talented ball player? When he steps inside and a beautiful pass, and it could have only been inches forward. But God bless us, that was smashing, wasn't it?
Would have been Kevin Beardmore's hat-trick too. Here's Gordon Smith. Fairburn is acting half-back. Emma. Hogan. Oh, what a run by Hogan, and he passed into the arms of Keir. Unlucky, really. It was a lovely break. He'd reason to expect support in the inside. Both these sides going strongly forward. That's England. Rookley's up there. Sigsworth. Wilson wanting to pass the ball. Kevin Beardmore. Cannell. Beardmore, now Johnson tries the dribble. Easily picked up by Gordon Smith. It was his all the way. Hall acting halfback. Broadhurst inside his own 25. Decides to crash his way forward to the 25. Gordon Smith quickly onto Gavin Miller. Slips the ball out to Broadhurst. Broadhurst going himself over the halfway line. Storming start to the second half. This is all action. Penalty, and yet again it looks as if an offence at the play of the ball. Broadhurst fouled as he attempted to play the ball. The substitution, Keith England going off for Cass, Neil James coming on. Fairbairn finds a good touch over the cast 25, and this game has really opened up after Castleford's 12-point start. It's 12-8 now, and Rovers in full cry. Emma. Broadhurst, two big front row forwards, putting huge dents in the Castleford defence. Castleford haven't conceded a try yet in this match. Here's a move, Gordon Smith. Hogan coming hard onto it. Hall. The inside ball to Miller. Gavin Miller. Rovers pulling all their moves out. Mike Smith, the short kick. Prome's going for it. Gets it and touches down. Mike Smith, Gary Prome, a perfect move, levels the score.
Yes, this is a beautiful ball to Mike Smith, and then a nice little tap over. He sees the gap. The cast defence is run forward. The simplest of try. Thank you very much, Mr. Prome. That was beautiful.
Gary Prome, his 28th try of the season. And from 12-0, Castleford pull back to 12-12. And if George Fairbairn makes it 5 kicks out of 5, Rovers go into the lead. The Castleford defenders behind the post talking among themselves, running at the moment. What's hit them?
I think 1 or 2 points here, Keith. I mean, they've given a couple of daft penalties away when they've been in a strong position, and they've let Rovers off the hook, put themselves under a lot of pressure.
George Fairbairn hasn't been able to do anything wrong with his kicking so far tonight. 4 out of 4. This a vital one to give Rovers the lead. No. That's his first miss, so it's 12-12, everything to play for. Coming out our own half again. Robinson, Gordon Smith, Emma. Gordon Smith and Broadhurst. Rovers greatly heartened by that Prome try, and indeed by their marvellous comeback. There's Prome, Gavin Miller hoists the high kick, flanges underneath it. Beardmore, the sub Neil James. Beardmore going from acting half-back, shrugs off one tackle. Castleford had that marvellous early spell. There's Kevin Ward. Oh, and the new lights have failed. The new lights, the pride of Castleford, have gone out. And all is plunged into darkness. That is the score, and the field is full of darkness.
Bit embarrassing, really, following the ceremonial atmosphere before the match when the new lights here were switched on for the very first time. But the delay lasted only for 30 minutes. They managed to find a fuse from somewhere, and we were underway again.
Anxious to show Rovers that Paul Harkin, the Great Britain scrum half, has a fight in his hands to keep his place. Mike Smith, both these sides going what could be the winning score. Watkinson, Gordon Smith, Emma comes thundering onto it. And he lost possession or tried to part with the ball after being tackled. Incorrect playing of the ball. So many penalties have been given for that. Zouk Emma a little over-enthusiastic. So John Keir with a fine touch inside the Rovers half.
Very surprised really these penalties round the play of the ball, you know, for bad play of the ball. Like I said, the hub of our game is the play of the ball, and it's important that you're ultra efficient in this position.
Nigel Wilson, the first probe. Castleford trying to win back the momentum, but seemed to leave them when Robert Beardmore was injured. Despite the hard work of Barry Higgins, that's the sub-forward Neil James. Kevin Beardmore, Johnson, the long one, Sigsworth. Good football. Oh, beautifully taken by Keir. Oh, he took that pass beautifully. It was round by his bootlaces. He took it beautifully and made the post. A lovely try.
That was a try and a half. Beardmore here, but this is this man Johnson again. What a beautifully timed pass. That cracked the defence. That was the main reason they've come through. Then, of course, you've got the centre straightened up beautiful on the ball. Beautiful ball again. This is good, strong, straight running. And the young centre, I think, is it? He checks the ball. He took that beautifully. Then he dove over it under the sticks for a wonderful try.
Rookley.
It's certainly a seesaw game now, Keith. I thought Hulky are going to come back and take control, but that was a really great try then, and Cass now appears that they're back in contention.
Rookley makes it 18-12. So Rovers, the champions, and going for a double, a championship and challenge cup this season. Now where's the ball? We can't play without a ball, says Dave Watkinson. An interesting hiatus. And finally George Fairbairn comes back with it. Fairbairn, well taken by Wilson. Castleford heads up again now. Ward. Cannell. Gavin Miller on Broadhurst and Antiquity and Duet there getting down. Johnson was going for the short ball and Beardmore was taken off the ball, so the defenders could say they bought the dummy. Ward. Castleford leading 18 points to 12. Darren Cohen, again that towering high ball. These two sides drawn in opposite semi-finals. Could this be a Wembley rehearsal? James. Johnson trying to sell a dummy. Castleford within sight of the post. Leading 18-12. James a little nearer. Castleford in full cry. Rookley the drop. Wide. Dave Rookley attempting a drop goal. It was always on from that position, but he pulled it wide. Mike Smith. to Gavin Miller. Smith managed to get the kick in, and it went full into touch, and Roy Holstock is about to come on for Mark Broadhurst.
Cass have certainly upset Hull Car's rhythm now, Keith. I mean, the Chatlin's improved tremendously these last 5 or 10 minutes. They're coming in and they're meeting the man in the Chattel, which is proving very, very effective. That's the right road to Chattel. You don't wait for him, you go in and meet him.
And the man who's leading the way in the tackle count is Hull Kingston Rovers' Zook Emma, but this is Castleford ball with Ruckley up in the line. Sigsworth. Cass within sight of the post. Big charge by Connell. They may go for another drop goal if they don't work a try-scoring move early enough. Barry Higgins, Neil James, the 2 subs in harness. They've moved away from the drop goal area rather wide. Almost certainly will bring this back into the centre. Flange going through! He went through 3 of them! Dave Flange from the play the ball went through 3 of them!
Well, this is a beautiful ball off Beardmore. Flange sees the gap and he strides through it. I think the Hull KR defence was really and truly taken by surprise there. Really and truly he should have been flattened because he went through 3 of them. I mean, that was bad chaplain.
Well, Dave Flange, formerly with Doncaster, his 3rd try of the season. Young winger just making his way into the game at highest level. Went through 3 attempted tackles, and as Vince says, I'm sure Roger Millwood will have words to say about that.
As I was saying earlier on, Keith, this Beardmore's he's done a lot of good play from action half. All the while he's looking, and this is the important thing in our game. The most important thing is to look and look where the defence is, and he's doing just that.
Dave Ruckley. .22-12 at the moment. It'll be 24-12 now, and Kess's lead restored to its first half dimensions if Ruckley puts this one over. Ooh, bad one. But still, 22-12 is a healthy enough lead.
Yes, it certainly looks good, that lead, and especially now they've lost the driving force of the pack, Broadhurst. They've got an uphill battle now.
Both these sides were weakened by withdrawals. And they put up great game, and Flange lost that. Don't think the referee saw it. But I think the linesman drew his attention to it. Yes, that's the touch judging question who draw Mr. Walker's attention. Lydiard. Mike Smith, Crone, Robinson. Rovers trailing by 10 points. Powerful handoff by Prome. Roy Holstock, the sub. Emma. And he's through a tackle and he may have lost the ball. No, he still holds on. Penalty to Rovers. Holding him down in the play of the ball, and this is straight in front. They're not going for the goal, they're going for the tap. At 10 points down in the closing stages, they want 6 points rather than 2. What a dummy. Watkinson getting it out. Oh, and that was a timely punch and interception, but it's 6 more tackles for Rovers and Gordon Smith. Lydiot is acting half-back. Mike Smith prone on the 25. Holdstock, Hall, Robinson, Fairbairn up there, cutting inside, keeping it moving. Oh, what a sharp catch by Rookley. Took it like a slip fielder. It was Phil Hogan who was going through and has wrenched himself in the process. Castleford breaking away strongly. Almost up to the halfway line. Going the short side, Cannell. A deep kick, an ambitious one. I think he's trying to put a bit of running side on that one. Fine touch. It'll be a restart from the 25. Quickly taken. Rovers anxious to get on with it. Gordon Smith. Holdstock. And if Cass win this one, it'll be 8 out of the last 10. They're only in a midway position in the table. What a morale booster for the forthcoming Challenge Cup semi-final for them. Over the halfway line, Rovers, and a fist must have flown them because the touch judge is on. Yes, it's Kevin Ward. It's a good kick. Well, they've just announced the man of the match, and no doubt about it, Kevin Beardmore, with his 2 tries, his constant foraging from the play of the ball, and for his leading tackle count of 27 tackles for Castleford tonight. But here come Rovers. Oh, crossing. Now, I think he stopped expecting a penalty to be awarded then. But Mr. Walker, I think, slightly onside. He certainly went round the back of a teammate, and that's an offence, a form of obstruction known as crossing. But play goes on with Emma. Smith, Gordon Smith. Well, a try and a go by Rovers would certainly open it up thrillingly in the closing minutes. Long ball taken by Hogan, getting the ball inside to Mike Smith. They're keeping it moving well. Gavin Miller going for the line, the big Aussie, 5 yards short on the 5th tackle. 1 more tackle to make it count. Are they going to kick? Are they going to work a handling movement? Mike Smith fired it out. Oh, into touch.
That started off really, with Hall and Hogan. I mean, Hall has really combined well with Hogan. Hogan's lying out and Hall is distributing really well, and Hogan's running into the gaps. And it's putting Cass into all sorts of trouble.
Higgins beats the scrum and comes away with it, and he holds on inside, well inside his own 25, a position where you don't throw out silly passes in rugby league. A a place where the forwards come into their own with battering ram charges to get out of trouble. And there's Neil James trying one. John Keir. Well, on our watch, time is up, but of course there was a considerable consternation caused by the lights failure. One or two watches had to be adjusted. Flange. And John Lydiate lets David Flange know that he's there. Cohen. Fairbairn. Oh, and it bounces awkwardly for him. Takes a few seconds and makes Fairbairn go back. Lydiate. But that kick by Cohen has driven Rovers back. They've got it all the way to the Castleford try line again, and they trail 22-12. Whole stop. Watkinson. 3 jerseys of Castleford pull him down. Gordon Smith. There's the hooter. And Castleford have won 22 points to 12.
Certainly a turn up for the books, Keith, but Cass really deserved the victory.
Well, let's just tidy up those statistics. Quite revealing and surprising, really, as Hull KR were more in the scrum, including one against their head. And as it worked out, they had a greater share of possession as well. Well, of course, the result tonight means Rovers missed out on regaining the First Division leadership. It certainly opens up the way for Wigan, who've also got games in hand, and St Helens will be encouraged too, as Hull KR have still got to go to Knowsley Road. Well, judging by...
It's much work, but I've rested a lot and I've done lots of quality work.
And I believe you shaved the whole of your body just before the final.
Well, that is the common practice.
This afternoon, Hull playing Castleford for the right to play Wigan in the final. Let's pick up commentary on that now with Alec Murphy and Ray French.
Hull and Castleford meet in a Challenge Cup semi-final for the 3rd time in the last 4 years. And I think this game is going to be as close as the previous 2. But what a